Hi everyone, good day. So this day we are going to discuss and learn about the Unit 1 or the Chapter 1 in the course Ed 319, the teacher and the school curriculum. So first, we have here our intended learning outcomes so that we will be guided on what we are going to achieve in this lesson or unit. So first and foremost, at the end of this lesson, you're going to identify the types of the curriculum in schools and roles of the teacher as a curricularist. The next, explain the significance of the teacher as an expert of the curriculum. And lastly, discuss how the teacher as a knower of the curriculum may be applied and emphasized in the classroom setting. Because class, in this module or chapter, it is all about the school curricula and the teacher. And this also serve as the introductory module which exposes us with the different types of the curricula that exist in the teacher's classroom and school. And furthermore, this module also describes the important roles of the teacher as a curricularist who engages in the different facets of curriculum development and any educational level. So it is very important that before we will proceed to the different types of curricula, we need first to define what is really a curriculum. So we have what we call the Saber-Tooth curriculum that was way back 1939, and based on this year, curriculum is defined or was seen as a tradition of organized knowledge taught in schools of the 19th century. Then later on, 2 centuries later, the concept of a curriculum has broadened to include several modes of thoughts or experiences. That's why we have here the different views of curriculum, which are the traditional and the progressive point of view of curriculum. So we have here first the traditional points of view, and under the traditional points of view of curriculum, it were advanced by Robert Hutchins, Arthur Bester, and Joseph Schwab. So based on or according to Robert Hutchins, he views curriculum as a permanent studies class wherein rules of grammar, reading, rhetoric, logic, and mathematics for basic education are emphasized. So according to Robert Hutchins class is curriculum is referred to a permanent studies wherein different subjects should be emphasized, and the what you call this, the 3 R's, which are the reading, writing, and arithmetic, should be emphasized in basic education, while liberal education should be the emphasis in college. And now, according to Arthur Bistor, he is also an essentialist who believes that the mission of the school should be intellectual training. So, we're done naman, di ba, class? Last school year, we already discussed the different philosophies of education, and essentialism is one of the philosophies wherein from the word essentials, what are most essential should be emphasized or taught in every school. So, according to Bestor, hence, curriculum should focus on the fundamental intellectual disciplines of grammar, literature, and writing. So it should include mathematics, science, history, and foreign language. So ang idea ni Bestor on how he views curriculum is quite similar with what Mr. Robert Hutchins. And the next one is from Joseph Schwab. He thinks that the sole source of curriculum is a discipline, thus the subject areas such as science, mathematics, social studies, English, and many more. So the same with Hutchins and Bestor, Schwab also thinks that curriculum refers to the sole source of curriculum is the discipline or the different subjects. So in college, academic disciplines are labeled as humanities, sciences, languages, mathematics, and among others. And lastly, according to Philip Phoenix, he asserted that curriculum should consist entirely of knowledge which comes from various disciplines. So, to have a summary of the definition of curriculum in a traditional point of view class, we can define curriculum as a field of study according to Hutchins, Bestor, Phoenix, and Schwab. Okay? Then curriculum is highly academic and is concerned with broad historical, philosophical, psychological, and social issues. From a traditional point of view, curriculum is mostly written document. So when we define curriculum in a traditional point of view class, it is viewed mostly as written documents. So an example of written documents are syllabus. So I know that you already knew what are syllabus because you are in college. Then the course of study. So another term for syllabus or course of study. Then of course books and reference are included in the curriculum where knowledge is found but is used as a means to accomplish intended goals. So class, those are the different definition of curriculum according to the traditional point of view from the different essentialists or persons. Okay, so we're done defining curriculum from a traditional points of view. So this time we are going to define curriculum from progressive points of view. So in the opposite side of traditional and the progressive points of view of curriculum, a listing of school subjects, syllabi, course of study, and the list of specific discipline do not make a curriculum according to progressive points of view of curriculum class. Because in its broadest terms, a progressive view of curriculum is the total learning experiences of the individual. So let us look into how curriculum is defined from a very progressive point of view. So first and foremost is he is very familiar in the field of education, John Dewey. So John Dewey believes that education is experiencing, reflecting, reflective thinking is a means that unifies curricular elements that is tested by application. So, di ba, kailan naman jud ta ni John Dewey class? He is very popular in dictation, learning by doing. Okay, then next for John is Holland Caswell and Ken Campbell. So they viewed curriculum as all experiences children have under the guidance of teachers. So all the experiences, whether academically, with the guidance of teachers, it refers to curriculum. Then Othniel Smith, William Stanley, and Harlan Shore. So they likewise defined curriculum as a sequence of potential experiences set up in schools for the purpose of disciplining children and youth in group ways of thinking and acting. And last is Colin Marsh and George Wells also viewed curriculum as all the experiences in the classroom which are planned and enacted by the teacher and also learned by the students. So as a summary of the curriculum from a progressive points of view, we can say that a curriculum is the total learning experiences of the individual. So the nature of curriculum has given rise to many interpretations from either traditional or progressive points of view depending on a person's philosophical belief. So this time, let us put all of these interpretations in a summary. So when we say curriculum class, it is what is taught in school, a set of subjects, a content, a program of studies, a set of materials, a sequence of courses, a set of performance objectives, everything that goes within the school. So it is what is taught inside and outside of school, directed by the teacher, everything planned by the school, a series of experiences undergone by the learners in school, or what individual learner experiences as a result of school. So in short, curriculum is the total learning experiences of the learner under the guidance of the teacher. So I hope class that you have learned something about the definition of the curriculum and it is clear now to you what curriculum is. So see you on the next lesson that we are going to discuss by next meeting. Thank you and God bless always.